Alex Revell, comfortable and uncomfortable afternoon.
Yeah, again another game which our keeper hasn't had a save to make. They had one chance from a set piece and scored it, and then after that, second half we completely dominated. Jamie didn't have a save to make, and missed chances cost games, and goals against you that we are really poor cost you games. So we've got to look at that and learn quickly.
Disappointing first 45 really has probably cost you.
100%. Really slow start. Starts from the kick-off, to be honest. Give the ball away, they break. Summed it up really, and we had moments where we should have slid people through and we didn't quite make it. Whereas in recent weeks they've been going through and we've been taking on chances, but nowhere near good enough first half. And then second half came out and showed how we want to play, but nowhere near enough desire, nowhere near enough movement. We've got to learn quickly before Tuesday, because we want to bounce back from this.
You made the change at half-time. Young Jack Smith came on and he really did inject some energy in there.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He's been really good in training. It was more of a concern today for him in terms of how long it's been since he started to play him, but it was kind of in our heads to make sure that he got minutes, to make sure he's ready for this week. So he's shown real maturity today, shown how to play in that role. For me personally, never lets you down ever with his work rate and his footballing brain. So really pleased for him. Changed the game really, I think, in there, and created real goal scoring opportunities that we have to take, and you can't win a game unless you take them.
Those three chances early in the second half, it was almost like shades of how we were earlier in the season.
Yeah, well, I mean, all you can do is keep working and keep putting them in areas, and ultimately they have to be goals. That's not down to work that we're doing on the training ground. That's ultimately decisions when you get there, and they have to be goals. We've seen a lot of them. Oldham should have scored more. Bradford, we've had chances. We do have to start taking them, because we are getting in some fantastic positions, and other teams are scoring them, and we're not. And we have to be better at that.
Big incident towards the end of the game there. You didn't look very happy with how it was handled.
It's a red card. Seen it, complete elbow in the face. Goes down in a clash of heads, but his head's nowhere near Listy's. It's an absolute stonewall red card. Listy's lucky to get away with it, to be honest with you. I've seen it now 10 times, and it's just, you couldn't get any more. And what disappoints me is that other people can help him get the decision, and I've got to be honest, it was really disappointing, because that's seen as a bit of a joke, but it's not, and it's a stonewall red card. Stonewall, through on goal, so really disappointed with that.
Now got to pick your team up. What do you do with them between now and Tuesday to get them back into what we've seen of the last couple of months?
Well, we finished the game like we played. The whole of the half. We dominated the half and created, like we said. They've had one chance in the whole game, and from a corner that we haven't dealt with. Apart from that, yes, first half was frustrating, because in terms of how we didn't see the real us. But second half we did, and we moved and we passed and we had intensity. If you don't bring intensity to our play, and you don't have that desire, and it's not sharp, and it's not the ball in play quick, that's not us as a football team. So when you start like that, you can't expect to win games. We have, recent weeks we've been real intent from start to finish. So we have to get that back. That's a simple mindset. It's a switch that we have to make sure we're ready for, because on Tuesday, the top three's coming, and then we've got, again, same the next two games in the top three, and we have to make sure that we bounce back from these two losses, because that's not us. That's not where we've got to, and we have to make sure that we work really hard between now and Tuesday to get that right.
Looked like a reshuffle from you on the bench as well. No Dean Wilkins alongside you today.
No, Dino's been ill. He's had a real nasty chest infection for a little while, and he shows kind of who he is really, that he's turned up today, but sat in the stand and watched and fed through mics, I kept him off the bench because he's an enthusiastic man, and I think with that it probably would have made him worse. But he'll be back obviously on Tuesday with us fully. He just needed to take it easy today, so it'd be good to have him back.
Thanks very much.